morning guys, I hope you're doing well. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Evie and I make gardening and lifestyle videos here from my home in Leicestershire. As you can probably see, the sun is shining and I want to make the most of this and get outside in the garden and do some stuff. It is just gone 11:30 and I spent the morning in the summer house getting some work done. But yeah, all I can think about is the fact that I now have 2 empty green bins that I want to fill up, so I want to go out and do some weeding and some just general gardening today. Yesterday we got a fridge delivered, so we have a huge bit of cardboard, which I'm thinking in our little veg plot area we're trying to get rid of the grass that's there, and for some bits we've dug it up, and for other bits I'm literally thinking about putting some cardboard on top and throwing some compost on top as if I'm doing like a no-dig bed. So I'm going to take the cardboard up there and try and like submerge some grass and just throw a bunch of compost on top. Hopefully that will be okay. If you saw Wednesday's video as well, you may have seen that we went to the woods and I dug up a little bit of wild garlic, which is still in my kitchen in a glass of water, looking a little bit sorry for itself. So I think we'll try and plant that out today. It will probably just die, I don't know, but I want to give it a go because I really like the idea of next spring coming out into the garden and having a little patch of wild garlic. How cool would that be? So yeah, without further ado, let's do some gardening.
What are you doing on the table? You're not supposed to be up there. Look at Smudge in the corner. Smudge. Right, so literally the second you walk out the summer house, you are met with weeds. So I think first job I'm going to do is to clear all of that. Okay, I've gone through and I've picked as many of the weeds up as I can. I think ideally we need to pull all of these stones up, put some like membrane stuff down, and then put the stones back plus maybe a new bag of stones because there's not actually that much there. Also, the clematis that we put here a while ago is doing well. It's starting to get some buds on it, so hopefully that'll be in bloom soon. But yes, let's go around and see if there's any more weeding that needs doing. Okay, I've just gone in the house and grabbed my wild garlic. It smells great. I also picked this random little white flower that was growing loads in the woods. So it seems to have survived as well. But as you can see, it is not looking its best. So I don't particularly have high hopes for this. But let's go to the veg plot area and plant them up anyway. Since this was from the woods, under a bunch of trees, I assume it prefers to be in a shaded area. So I think I'll plant it on this side of the veg plot area where it is more in the shade than the other side. But yeah, maybe I'll just plant it here randomly and we'll see if anything happens with it. Please grow, please don't die. And then this random little flower I think I'll put somewhere around the pond, and maybe it will spread. That would be lovely if it did. Like I said earlier, we have a big bit of cardboard from when our fridge was delivered, but I think it would probably be best if Virgil went through with the trimmer and cut this down a bunch first. But I think we could cover maybe the back of this with it, and then we've just got this area to dig, and then the majority of it will be, and all this, but the majority of it will be all dug up, which will be amazing. But we have a little bit of cardboard at the end here that needs covering, so I'm just going to cover that with some compost now too. we are digging up this area, I'm going to slowly go through and add plants, either with literally sowing seeds like we did the other day with the poppies, or actually getting plants and putting them in the ground. This is a lily. I cannot remember what type it is. I will put it here. But it's a very, very pretty lily, which is perennial, so it will come back year after year. And I've got 1, 2, I think there's also 2 in here, 3, 4. I've got 4 in here, and there's also a few random poppies growing in here as well, which hopefully when I put them in the ground, they won't die, because in my experience, as soon as you move a poppy, it dies. But yeah, I'm going to find some space for these and pop them around the garden. I also have a tiny little clematis starting growing in this pot, which again, I cannot remember the name of, but I will pop it here and I'll pop a picture so you can see what it's supposed to look like. But I'm going to leave this in here now because it's so small. But I'm thinking maybe this is what I could grow up one of the obelisks that I've got. Also got some sweet peas. One of you actually left a suggestion and said sweet peas. So yeah, I definitely think I'm going to grow some sweet peas up there because they're probably, maybe in like a week or 2, actually need to go out. So I want to try and find a place in this area for them to go. And yeah, when this is a bit bigger, maybe this can go up another one. Okay, I've dug a hole for my lily to go in. The compost is pretty fresh. I literally put it down like 2 days ago. So I don't think I'm going to add any more compost. But I think I'm going to try this out. I've never used this before. But it's the fish bone and blood natural feed for a healthy garden. And I might just sprinkle a little bit of this in the bottom. It says ideal for flowers, fruit trees, bushes, shrubs and vegetables. So yeah, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this in and hopefully it will give it a little bit of a boost and hopefully it won't kill it. I'll give this a good watering. That's one done. I'll do the same to the other pot, maybe slightly more over there. But I also just wanted to show you my asparagus has died. I don't know if I planted it out too early or if it was too small, but I think I'm going to, hello Simone, he's sniffing me. I think I'm going to sow some more seeds and I'll try and do it again and just leave them in the greenhouse this time for as long as possible. They're not fully dead, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a tiny bit going there. Anyway, I will plant out this other lily. You probably won't be able to hear me now because the neighbours are cutting their grass, but I'll show you when it's done. Right guys, I've just come into the greenhouse. It is hot in here. The weather today is amazing. It's fully blue skies. I'm absolutely loving it. I hope this weather is here to stay. But anyway, because it's so hot now, I thought that I would bring in the stuff that I had in my indoor propagator and actually just keep it in the greenhouse. Although I really don't have much space, and I think the next video that I'm going to be filming is going to be like a what I'm sowing in May video, so I'm going to have even more seedlings. I kind of need to buy like a little shelf that I can easily take up and down just to put there, because this is at some point going to be where my tomatoes go, but obviously my tomatoes currently look like this, so not at the moment. I feel like there's some wasted space there, which I need to get like a shelf that I can easily put some stuff on, and then when I sow the tomatoes, or when I put the tomatoes out, I can easily get rid of it. But yes, anyway, I wanted to show you how my tomatoes are getting on. Basically, the only thing I've left in the propagator thing are melons, which are actually germinating, so I'm really excited for those. But pretty much all of my tomatoes germinated apart from these two, which did absolutely nothing for some reason. So I've got San Marzano, didn't do anything, and Cherry Therese didn't do anything. So I'm not sure why that's done that. I was debating whether to sow some more, but I've got so many tomatoes Like I've got 4 in that one, 2 in this one, 2 in this one, 4 in this one. I think I'm probably fine for tomatoes. And obviously it's, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's too late. It's probably not. It's probably not too late at all. I may have shown you this before, but I had 2 peppers. This one, which is the red pepper, and I also had a yellow pepper. The yellow pepper shriveled up and died, whereas this one is doing really well. So I'm not really sure what happened there either. But yeah, I'm going to keep all of these in here now. I also had a quick look in my summer house, which is where I keep all of my seeds, and unfortunately I don't have any more asparagus seeds. So yeah, maybe I feel like you can maybe get like a more established baby asparagus to plant out. I can't think what the word is right now, so maybe I'll look into getting one of those, but I'm holding on to hope that that is not completely dead. There was a tiny bit of green, so hopefully it comes back to life, but I'm not sure if it will. I'll make sure I'm watering it a lot, especially with the heat like this, and we'll see. But yes, I'm going to put all these out here, and I'm going to give everything here a good watering. One other thing that I'm quickly going to do is I'm gonna pot up my cucumbers, because I don't know how well you can see. I don't know if they're just gotten too hot and a bit crispy on the ends, but they're not looking too hot. So, well, they're looking very hot. Too hot. So I'm going to pot them up in their own pots, maybe like a medium-sized one. These are probably going to be staying in my greenhouse. Last year I had one plant which I brought from a garden centre when it was small, and I got a bunch of cucumbers from it, but it stayed in my greenhouse the whole time. So hopefully these 2 will stay in my greenhouse and produce lots of cucumbers, but they need to survive, and at the moment this new leaf looks good, but these older ones, look at this one's all shriveled, not looking so good. So hopefully I need to make sure I'm definitely watering everything, especially when it's this hot outside. And yeah, I'm going to pot them up just to be safe, basically. Right, I'm going to use this size pot, which I think should be plenty big enough, and transplant them. I need to remember do one at a time so I don't, oh god, don't get them muddled up, because this is kind of like a test to see which cucumber type I prefer. I don't know why I keep doing stuff without putting gloves on, because now my hands are dirty and my face is itchy and I can't touch my face because I'll get mud on myself, and then I won't realise I've got mud on myself, and I'll be filming and I'll have mud all over my face and I'll look like an idiot. I probably already do. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you how cute, like I just said, my hands are mucky, so please don't mind all of the dirt I've now got into my fingernails. But how cute are these? Fergal got me a jam calendar for Christmas, and I've kept all of the little jars and I'm repurposing them, and I'm using them to keep my saved seeds in. So these are all my marigold seeds from last year. Anyway, like I said earlier, I have some green bins that are now empty, so let's fill them up. Basically, the end of our garden, we used to have a chicken coop. Well, chicken coop slash shed is still there, but the other day we spontaneously knocked down the run area, but where the chicken run was, we had loads of wood chip. The compost will probably quite like that actually, because it's already stuff that's been broken down. Basically, we want to eventually get rid of the chicken coop, and I asked ChatGPT what
we could do with that area, and I said, you know, I wouldn't mind having a little seating area. We already have some wooden like benches. Could we use those? Maybe a fire pit could be cool. Or we need like a wood storage. And this is what it showed me, which looks amazing, probably super unrealistic, but imagine if I could get that looking like that. Maybe. Probably not. But yeah, I think we need to sort out the rest of the run area, and then the coop is filled with stuff that either needs to go to the tip or wood that we need to make like a DIY wood storage thing for, because obviously we can't get rid of the chicken coop without taking the stuff out, and we don't want all the wood to just get wet. So yes, always stuff to do. But yeah, let's do a little bit of that now.
Okay, so this is the reality of how this area is currently looking. Nothing like the ChatGPT example, but maybe one day. Obviously we've got a bunch of stuff that we need to sort out. That needs to go, but today let's do a little bit of this. Also, look at this lemon balm. For some reason we decided to put it in one of these like cement block things, which obviously has a hole in the bottom. Basically, we lined the chicken coop with a bunch of these because we thought, well, we can use them for planting and they stop anything from bringing a dig underneath to get to the chickens. But yes, because it has a hole in the bottom, it has spread everywhere. So we have a lot of lemon balm and we never ever use it. So I really need to look at more recipes that use this, but we also need to take that out and put it in a normal pot, and maybe it will be good in the vegetable area because it is obviously like a herby sort of thing. So yeah, we need to sort that out at some point too. But for now, let's sort this out. I'm going to leave it there. I've made a bit of a dent. Unfortunately, we're now getting to the bit which is wood chip, but also mixed with a bunch of stones. So I need to go through and pull all of the stones out, which is not going to be a fun task. So yeah, and I really can't be asked to do that right now. Anyway guys, I think I'll probably head inside now. I've been picking the camera up randomly throughout the day and it is currently 5:15. So I kind of feel like going inside, taking off all these clothes. I don't know why I decided to wear a white skirt. It is filthy. But yeah, I'm gonna throw this in the wash, have a shower, put some cozies on and just chill for a little bit. I think we're getting it too good to go tonight, so maybe I'll do a little haul later. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Good evening guys. I apologise for the lighting in the kitchen. It is terrible, I know, but yeah, our kitchen is such a weird layout that there's not really many places I can film, and yeah, the lighting's going to be terrible everywhere. Anyway, Fergal has just gotten back from the shop, so I thought I'd show you our little Too Good To Go haul. He went to the spa and he went to Co-op, and I think it cost us £7 total. I think the spa was £3 and Co-op was £7. We haven't done a Too Good To Go in ages, and it's always so fun doing it because you know what you're going to get. It's like a mystery bag. But we did pretty well. We definitely got like £7 worth of stuff. We got way more than £7 worth of stuff. Anyway, so let me show you what we got. Okay, first up from the spa, we got some toasty bread, some bacon, some cheese, which was great because I actually told Fergal, why is at the shops, can you get some cheese? And he's like, I don't need to, I've got it in Too Good To Go. So that was great. Some carrots, some salad tomatoes, and 2 bags of mini cheddar cheese and red onion flavour. So yeah, that was the first bag we got, and that cost £3. And considering we got some cheese and some bacon, like just that, definitely over £3. And also, I don't know why, but in the spa, they do it differently. Whereas normally you'd go and they'd kind of have like a pre-selected bag of stuff to give you. But for the spa, you show up and you say, oh, I've got a Too Good To Go to collect. And, well, for this spa in particular that we go to, and they kind of just go around and grab a few things. So normally they give you stuff that's running out of date quite quickly, but none of this stuff that they've given us is running out of date. Like the bacon is the 7th of May. It's not even May yet. And it's freezable, which is great. But yeah, not sure why they do it like that, but never mind. Next from the Co-op, so this was £4. And we got quite a few things actually, so let me show you. We got a pack of oranges, some kiwis, parsnips,
some single cream, a little muller rice, a chocolate Swiss roll. We got 2 different types of bread. We got this rye sourdough bloomer, which I'm very interested to try. And we got a baguette. One of our favourite things to do if we have a bunch of baguette that needs using up is to make garlic bread. And since we've got bacon, I think we should do some carbonara with some garlic bread on the side this week. We got some milk. We got a hummus rainbow veg grain bowl, which sounds very interesting. Some enchiladas. And then we got a bunch of stuff that you can freeze, including some fancy root vegetable mash, 2 packs of these patatas bravas bites, and last but not least we got a chicken korma, which one of the things I really enjoy about the Co-op is I feel like the Co-op is just quite expensive, but they obviously had their little labels on, and apparently this was £4.55, like not new but like fresh. So just this one thing cost more than the 2 good to go for like everything else we got. So pretty good value for money, and obviously we can just freeze this so we don't have to worry about eating it super quickly. But yes, I think we're going to go through everything now and kind of decide what we're eating this week, if we need to go out to the shops tomorrow and get anything else. And yeah, definitely thinking some carbonara. Probably put a bunch of this in the freezer so we don't have to worry about it and we can just grab it whenever. But yeah, I'll probably end the vlog now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that this was probably a little bit all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.